live from the House of LeMay Makeup and Dressing Room.
Here comes Amber, stop what you're doing. Here comes Amber, she's just doing what she can. Here comes Amber, cue the spotlight. Here comes Amber with 2 drinks in her hand. The matriarch of fashion, some sequins to her glasses, you can't look away. Ask her, does she do it? There's really nothing to it. She's got that feminine gaze. If you have a party, or if you're feeling naughty, call up the House of LeMay. Here comes your favorite gal. Here comes your queen. Here comes the talk of the town. It's Amber Live tonight. The music starts to playing. It's time for cabareting on Amber Live tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn off all cell phones and get ready for your host, Amber LeMay.
Happy Daddy's Day!
Yes, happy Daddy's Day to every daddy out there. Oh, man. Yes, it's Daddy's Day. And that clip was made by Lucy Bell and Marguerite and I many years ago. I think it was during the Vermont Jazz Festival. We had a lot of fun. But yeah, happy Daddy's Day. Special Daddy show today. And it's summer, the first day of summer as well. So cheers to summer. All right, it's here. Yeah, we got a great show tonight. All right, it's just really exciting. Number one, yes, I'd like to have my cocktails, but I know some people prefer their mocktails, drinks without alcohol, and not just the casual, oh, I'll take a virgin Bloody Mary. No, none of that stuff. We're talking about high-class fancy things. And I've got Mocktail MO coming on here, and she's making a special drink for Daddy's Day. Yeah, and then we got Chef Francis coming aboard. Again, you know Chef Francis. He made the shortbread. He taught us how to make that beautiful steak last week. Well, today it's all about the buttercream frosting. Yes, and how you can multicolor it for your pride cake next week. Yeah, that's going to be good. And let's see. Oh, it's Daddy's Day, so I've got to have some daddies on here. So Chris and Christopher is going to be here, and their son Jacob. They're going to talk about their life as 2 daddies. I must have missed that chapter in biology class. I don't know how that works. And then, well, there might be a song involved connected with Daddy's Day too. We'll see if it's appropriate or not. And who knows, Rocco Zamboni, maybe he has a lot of family things to do today for Daddy's Day, but I bet he finds time to talk to us as well. But you know what? You can be a guest as well, because we have a quiz later on in the show, and we want an audience member to be a part of that quiz. So if you would like to, just send us an email right there at the bottom. And if you're selected by the powers that be down in New York, you could be on the part of the quiz, and it's a special summer quiz tonight. So yeah, you'll want to do that. So do it in, and we'll send you the link, and then you can be on camera with us. Won't that be fun? I think so. We're having fun. Whew. All right. Relax. Colorado for Father's Day. Well, Valerie, stick around next week for our special Pride episode is a version of Colorado that you'll want to hear. Yep, you will. Some might not, but you'll want to. I know that. Hi, Amy. How are you, girl? So, yes, it is the first day of summer. And, you know, I like summer. I don't know if it's because we're in Vermont and it's so short. And, you know, summer solstice, it's the longest day of the year, but it's also the saddest day of the year for us Vermonters, because that means the days are going to get shorter and shorter. But we enjoy it while we can. And I came across some nice summer quotes that I hope you'll share. I can share with you. And, oh, yes, the summer wind. All right. So Cahill Gibran said, be like the flower. Turn your face to the sun. Now, isn't that good advice? Don't you feel better when you're looking up at the sun? Walk on the sunny side of the street, so to say. So summer is the annual permission slip to be lazy, to do nothing and have it count for something. to lie in the grass and count the stars, to sit on a branch and study the clouds. Yeah, that's Regina Brett said that. It was June, and the world smelled of roses. The sunshine was like powdered gold over the grassy hillside. Have you had days like that? In Beaver Pond, we have a lot of days like that. A lot of grassy hillsides, if you know what I mean. Summer. What power you have to make us suffer and like it. Yeah, people complain, oh, it's so hot, it's so hot. Well, 6 months from now, they'll be complaining, it's so cold, it's so cold. Just enjoy what we have, all right? A single sunbeam is enough to drive away many shadows. Sunbeam, look for the sunbeams. If you've got a lot of shadows in your life, there's a sunbeam there someplace. Search it out. And I am summer, come to lure you away from your computer. Come dance on my fresh grass. Dig your toes into my beaches. Why not? That's what Oriana Green said. And old Bill Shakespeare, he had one too. He said, summer's lease hath all too short a date. Yeah, that's definitely Vermont right there. Summer's lease has all too short a date. Enjoy your summer. It's just beginning. Things are different this year. We have to look for different ways to enjoy and appreciate it, but there's ways to do it, and we need to do it. So make sure you do that. All right? So let's go to my first guess. It's fascinating. Those who know Amber and, any of the LeMays know that we like to have a little cocktail now and then, all right? So, but also there's people who, for whatever reason, decide they don't need alcohol. They don't want alcohol. They can't have alcohol. And so there's these mocktails. And so that's what we're going to learn tonight about mocktails. So please welcome Mocktail Mo. Mo, hello there.
Hi.
So welcome to Amber Live.
Thank you very much.
So where are you tonight?
I'm in Arkansas. So we get a lot of summer, thankfully. It's my favorite season.
Well, good. Well, it's kicking off, and so I hope you enjoy it. So tell us a little story, or tell us the story about how you became Mocktail Mo.
How I became Mocktail Mo is I love cocktails, and they began not loving me. So I developed an intolerance to alcohol, and it just started making me really sick. So
Can you explain the symptoms there that you had?
They're not pretty.
Well, look who you're talking to.
Kind of looked like the worst hangover or / food poisoning of your life.
And this was just after one glass of wine, correct?
One glass of wine. And I would be sick like that for days. And I thought it was just wine. And so I would try other things. And then I realized it's just alcohol, period. It's just alcohol. So when I started, there was nothing out there. You could have, like you said, a virgin daiquiri or a virgin this or a virgin that. But thankfully, there are tons of products out there for everyone to try now that are 0 proof, taste fantastic, and you can get really creative with it. It's not just pouring juice and club soda.
So tell us some of the varieties that, before you make a special drink for us, tell us some of the varieties that you have.
Well, now there are tons of different spirits, we'll call them, that taste similar to regular spirits. For example, tonight I'm using a whiskey alternative, and there is a brand called Lyres that has everything, Lyres, and they have amaretto, they have rum, they have vodka, gin, tons of gin alternatives. So there's so much to try. And then this is something different. It's a botanical from Portland, Oregon called For Bitter for Worse. And it just, they have different flavors and I can't describe them. They're indescribable. This one's smoky. It has sort of a barbecue flavor to it. There's an Eva's Spritz that has dandelion in it. So the bitter really comes through at the end. And when I first tasted it, I just thought, oh, it was kind of mind blowing. But then I wanted more. It was one of those things that you think, oh, wow, that's crazy, but I need some more of that. So there's more out there that I haven't tried, and I really look forward to trying new products that are brand new. The easiest thing right now is beer. There are tons of beers out there that are 0 to 0.05 proof. They're super tasty. Really,
So these ingredients that you went, I knew what drink you were going to make for us tonight. And so I looked for the ingredients, and they're not easy to find. I went online and I ordered the whiskey alternative, and it said it was going to be delivered today. Well, it didn't get delivered today. And then I looked for the smoky bitters, and I couldn't find them anywhere. And I thought if anywhere, and I could find them in Burlington. But so you really need to plan ahead for these drinks.
You definitely do. Unfortunately, it's sort of like the beginning of gluten intolerance and vegan and all of that. It was not on menus. It wasn't provided for. You felt a little bit punished because it was more expensive. And we're in that zone right now because all of these are sort of starting to come onto the market. You really have to go online and wait for them to get to your house. So that is a little bit unfortunate. My mission is to go into a liquor store and have a whole section. I've seen it in London, lots of 0 proof sections in stores where you have plenty to buy right there. You don't have to wait. But
Well,
it's not.
No, it's not. It's not that. Well, is it the liquor corporations or whatever that are fighting it, or what's stopping us?
I think it's because it's such a new concept. I think that they're just not sure yet that they're actually going to make money off of it. However, I do have to say that the mocktail movement is going very strong. A lot every day. There's a new person that I get to follow or is following me on Instagram. Tons of new people. And it's not just people in sobriety, it is mommies to be. I just saw a podcast that it was a new family, so they had a baby and didn't want to have a hangover the next day. It wasn't that they had my issue with an intolerance or that they were needing to be in sobriety, that they were in recovery or anything. They just chose. That it was just a choice.
So I'm curious. You have a blog and you have a website. So I was curious: have people been contacting you in this era of the COVID to say, you know what? I found myself going to the liquor store a couple too many times the past couple of weeks. I need to slow down. And are they looking for help that way, perhaps?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I think that COVID has been really stressful for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it creates a sort of a vacuum because a lot of people who really are seeking sobriety are having issues with it because they can't be together. And I've been to a lot of different Zoom meetings / social hours on Instagram or on Zoom where you get together and everyone has a fun mocktail AF cocktail and just gets to chat and have a social encounter. And I've met a lot of people who I've looked up to in the mocktail movement where I would never have been able to. Like I said, I'm here in Arkansas, and for example, Listen Bar, I've been to a few of their meetings, is in New York. And I got to meet them. So it was a little convenient, a little inconvenient.
So
But
on your website, you have a list of bars in, I believe, Little Rock, or is it the whole state of Arkansas, that have some specialty mocktail drinks? I thought
yeah,
some of those were fascinating. The ones with iced, not iced coffee, cold brew coffee. Those looked
mhm.
interesting. Have you done
Yeah,
anything with those?
yes, yes. There's a local place called Nexus, and one of my first events was with them. And we just kind of put our heads together and made all kinds of crazy things with coffee and teas and um, cortados that were weird and wonderful with tonic and orange and things like that. So you do get a buzz. It's a different kind of buzz, but
Uh-huh.
you kind of
Was
walk
there
out of
one
there.
with was there one with the cold brew and pineapple or something like that? It's that was was that some one of the bars? Never mind. That just caught my eye there. That was kind of strange. So tell us about the drink you're going to make for us tonight.
Well, tonight I'm going to make sort of an old fashioned. I'm calling it My Heart Belongs to Daddy because of
Oh,
daddies.
yes.
I thought that I would go with something a little bit more substantial. I'm going to put in a glass some whiskey stones to keep it nice and cool
Now, Whiskey
without.
Stones. Tell us about Whiskey Stones.
So whiskey stones are lovely little products that you can buy that are, excuse my hands, they're clean. They're, I think, mostly marble, and you put them in the freezer and you put them in your glass to chill the drink and not dilute the drink. So you
Ah,
flavor and it's chilled and it doesn't change at all.
very good, very good. So you got
It's,
your rocks in there.
yes, I do. And I'm going to use my whiskey alternative. This is Ritual that I
Hmm.
really adore. I love them. And I'm just going to put in, just, I'm going to really kind of zhuzh this up and put in 4 ounces. And then I'm going to put in 2 ounces of For Better For Worse, Smoky number 56.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about mocktails and the downside that they're getting better with is mouthfeel. So with alcohol, you get that nice viscous feeling in your mouth of the alcohol.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of alternatives don't have that. It feels a little bit watery in your mouth, so it's not quite the same. This, For Better For Worse, creates that wonderful feeling that you get from alcohol. And the whiskey alternative here has a little bit of cayenne in it. And so then you get that lovely burn that you would.
Whoa. Now, have
It's
you
very,
ever made one of these and not told them it was a mocktail? And I mean, not to fool them, but just to see how close they are in taste.
no, I haven't. I'm not.
See, I
I
do
think
that.
that just to see. I
Don't
love
you?
that.
And save the alcohol for me.
I know. You can't. And as an homage to you, I've got a little bit of Vermont maple syrup in there just to sweeten it up a little bit, and just a splash of orange juice. So stir it up, give it a nice little stir, pour it over your rocks, and there you have it.
Oh,
It's
how
sort
much?
of
Oh,
kind
how
of
nice. So where would one find those ingredients, such as the whiskey substitutes?
online on Amazon. You can definitely find them on Amazon. For Better For Worse, you would go to their website, For Better For Worse. And for the Ritual Whiskey Alternative, you would go either to Amazon or to their website. And you have to wait for shipping.
Well, thank you so much, Mo. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Stick around. We'll have you back for the summer cruise later on. And there's her website right there. So get on there. Some fascinating recipes, some good links, and just some good information. So thank you very much, Mo, and we'll talk to you later.
Cheers. Thanks, Amber.
Thank you. That made me thirsty. Yes. Oh, got to get that there. Thank you very much, Russell. So, wasn't that fascinating? Yeah. Who knew? You find out here on Amber Live. One thing I forgot to do that I'm going to hear about is while you're sitting there watching me, how about pressing like? Huh? You like that? Or how about sharing it? Yeah, share Amber. That is approved by the Department of Health. Yes, you may share Amber Live. So please go ahead and do that. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. Yeah, you can go on YouTube and you watch all the past episodes that we have. And the past couple of weeks, it may not show it on YouTube, but people have watched over 1,000 views on Facebook of the past several shows, and 5,000 views on the one that we had with Francois Clemens and Chef Francis. So yes, but we're doing something else. We're branching out here at Amber Live. And, maybe you heard a lot about what happened last night there in Tulsa, about all the ticket shenanigans that went on. Yeah. Amber's into the TikTok. Yeah. Hi there. Amber LeMay here, host of Amber Live. And we're having our first contest. Yes, and you can be a winner, but you need to do something first, okay? Now, someone tells me that all you kids now are doing something called TikTok. TikTok. I'm not sure what it is, but I think you do something like this.
Here comes Amber, cue the spotlight. Here comes Amber with 2 drinks in her hand.
And now you can do it too. So what you do is you go to my Facebook page or the YouTube page, get a clip of the theme song and do a TikTok and send it to us. Then we're going to pick our favorites and show them, and big prizes may be involved. All right. So, but while you're on our Facebook and YouTube page, make sure you like and share and subscribe and do all that good stuff. Okay. All right. So get on your mark, get set. TikTok. Yes, TikTok. Please do that. That'll be fun. All right. So people have said, we love Chef Francis. Well, of course you do. I love Chef Francis, and he's back again this week with a special recipe. And welcome back, Scottish Francis. Hi, buddy.
Hi, how are you?
What? Fine. Someone was asking if you were going to have a tank top. I don't think that's what they called it, but I'm glad you are. So tell us about that shirt.
My underwear.
Ooh, is this show rated that way? I don't know.
No. And you look delightful this evening, can I say?
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Summertime.
Happy Father's Day.
We won't go there. So, Francis, tell me what you got today.
Oh, what was the question? What's the sound?
Tell me what you got today.
Oh, no. I can't hear anything.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. What happened there?
I don't know. So tell me what you got. What you got there in your mixing bowl?
All right, today I'm gonna show you how to do buttercream, because I'm sure you've watched many reality cooking shows where people totally fudge up the buttercream, right?
Yeah.
Right. So we're gonna do this really easy. I've already started it. You're gonna need a mixer or a hand mixer for sure, right? So it's just gonna be 4 simple ingredients, all right? So you need a pound of powdered sugar, 3 sticks of butter, half a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. You can add a little extra vanilla if you want. You can also flavor this any flavor you want. Almond, strawberry extract, orange extract, whatever the hell you want. And then food coloring too. And also a really secret tip is some salt. You should always put a pinch of salt in any dessert and buttercream, all right? I didn't put that on the recipe, but you should do that. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to bring your butter to room temperature. You're going to put it into your mixer, and you're going to beat it, all right? The first thing, you want to beat it hard. You're going to beat it as hard as you can, all right?
I'm beating it.
Really noisy, so that's why I'm not going to do it too much. And you're going to beat that butter for like 3 minutes. You're gonna, oh, I don't know why I did that. You're gonna churn that butter in here, and you're gonna keep beating it and beating it and beating it until it gets really creamy and thick. Am I right? This is just full of innuendos, right? Once you've got a really creamy thick butter from the beating, you're gonna start adding your sugar. Now you don't want to, when you put a cup of sugar in at a time, powdered sugar, you want to put it in and start slowly, or you're gonna have a sugar explosion. So be very careful. When I taught kids, I do that all the time just to be hilarious, but it's a crazy mess. And then you're gonna beat it for another minute, add another cup, beat it slowly, turn it up, and beat it as hard as you can. Again, it's all about as hard as you just beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. You want to get as much air in there as possible, all right? And once you've put the final bit of sugar in there, all right, you're going to add your vanilla extract and any coloring too. So for example, say it's Pride Month and you want to make your own Pride cake. You could split this into each different color, into bowls, and make all the different colors, and then you have the colors of the rainbow and you can make your own Pride cake. Genius, right? So we're going to mix it, just this last little bit. I put the sugar in, so be very careful. No explosion. Oh, and then you're gonna beat it as hard as you can again for like another minute. And when you've finished all the sugar, I'm gonna give it a little bit of a beating. You're gonna get this nice thick buttercream. All right. See this?
Oof.
So it's a really, really nice cream, that you want, and it is absolutely delicious. And you can put that into piping bags, and you can pipe it onto stuff, and you can just go crazy with it. You can make like a Victorian sponge cake. Maybe I'll teach you that sometime. But buttercream is really easy to make. There is no need to be buying your own buttercream anymore. You can make it in 5 or 6 minutes, and it's delicious, I promise you.
All right, let's put that recipe back up on the screen there. I think we had that. Yes. So yeah, you can go on our website, not our website, but our Facebook page, and we'll have that. And that just looks delicious. So what do you have for us next week, Chef Francis?
Oh, I don't know. We should do something savory, probably, right?
Oh, I don't know. I heard something about banana pudding.
Oh my God, yes, banana pudding. Oh, I did mention that. Yes, we're going to do a shortbread banana pudding, because I already taught you how to make the shortbread.
Yes.
So you make the shortbread, and then I'll show you how to make the pudding, and then you cut the shortbread up, and instead of using the Nilla wafer things or donuts, which I use sometimes, you put in lumps of shortbread, and it's absolutely delightful.
Oh, mwah. Well, thank you so much, Francis. You have a good week.
You too. Looks like...
Bye-bye. See you later. Oh, okay. All right. I've got a strange screen up here that I'm looking at. Not sure what it is. There I am. Hi there. Whew, Chef Francis, isn't he fun? Oh, yeah, that buttercream, that looks so good, and that'll taste so good next week with Pride Cake. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. So today's Daddy's Day, okay? And I'm thinking, gosh, I should sing a song about daddies. And I thought, how many songs are there about daddies? And I thought, let me check here. Let me think. And I thought, oh yeah, there's a perfect one to sing, but it shouldn't be from me because Daddy LeMay was not a very nice man. No, that's why we lived with Grandma LeMay for all those years. So, but I know someone who loves her daddy very much. And let's see. And, you know, I think she'd be singing this song to her daddy tonight. Oh, yeah, you know the song. She used to fall in love with all those boys who call on young rich cuties. But now she finds she's all inclined to keep her mind on her Washington duties, since she's begun to share in such a sweet love affair. Though she's in love She's not above a date with a duke or a caddy. It's just a pose, 'cause her baby knows that her heart belongs to daddy. When some good scout invites her out to dine on some fine fin and fatty, her baby sure his love is secure, 'cause her heart belongs to daddy. Yes, her heart belongs to daddy, so it simply couldn't be bad. Yes, she's gonna marry daddy just as soon as the divorce is final. If you feel romantic, laddie, let me warn you right from the start that her heart belongs to daddy and her daddy belongs to her heart. Was she in Oklahoma last night? I don't know. I'd be wearing a mask if I was her right now. Oh, yeah. We all have pictures like that with our dad, don't we? Yes. Yes, her heart belongs to daddy, so it simply couldn't be bad. Yes, she's gonna marry daddy when she kicks mommy 3 out of the house. If you feel romantic, Jared, as she told you right from the start, that her heart belongs to daddy and her daddy belongs to her heart. You go, girl. Enjoy it while you can, because come January, you ain't gonna see daddy no more. So, thank you. Where's the wall of applause? Thank you. Well, thank you, Kenny. All right, let's see. It's Daddy's Day. I did the song, so now let's celebrate some daddies. I got two friends who are daddies, and they want to talk to us about that, and I just think that's great. So please welcome Christopher and Chris and Jacob. All right, let's see. Let's add to the stream. There they are. Hi, guys. Hi. So good to see you. So, where are you physically right now?
In my living room.
Good answer, Jacob. Good. So, where in Vermont are you right now?
Montpelier.
Very good, and that's the for my viewers from all over the world. That's the state capital of Vermont. It's the smallest state capital of the United States, and it's the only state capital without a McDonald's. So there's your history lesson for tonight. Yes. So Christopher is on the left side, and Chris is on the right side. So how long have you guys been together?
16 years.
16 years. Oh my goodness.
Took a minute.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean it took a minute? What? You need to think about how long you've been together with Daddy.
You're right.
Jacob, I'm with you there on that. So, and you've been married. You've been
by that photo montage.
Yes.
I couldn't think of anything
Yes.
else.
So, did you get a civil union before you were married, or just went straight to marriage? So you went through all. You've gone through all. Jumped through
all the paper.
And the day that our adoption of Jacob was finalized was September 1st,
2009.
2009. So the first day marriage was legal. So we actually got married and then did the adoption, which caused our caseworker a lot of fear that maybe we'd screwed something up because we were now married and not civil union. But we didn't get on the dotted line until afterwards.
Yeah. They still let us go through with it.
Yeah.
So, what prompted you to? I don't know many gay dads, or many who I know many gay men who had children and then celebrated their gay lifestyle, but not so many men who have adopted after they've been married. So, what came apart? What brought that decision on?
I always wanted kids. So did you. We started dating.
I always wanted to be a dad. And then there was Jacob. Suddenly, it was a miracle. I tried for years.
So, where did you find Jacob? In a cabbage patch? Did the stork bring him?
Yeah, where'd you come from?
I came from an adoption place.
Yeah.
The Lund Family Center.
The Lund Family Center. We recommend them to everybody.
Oh, our good friend Kathy Richards works at the Lund Family Center. So yes, we do recommend them. Hi, and the LeMays have helped raise money for them several years with their cornhole tournaments. So yes. Now, whoever thought the LeMays and the cornhole would go together?
Well,
Go figure.
yeah.
Go figure. So what challenges have there been being a excuse me, are there different challenges being a gay couple with a child as opposed to a normal couple with a child?
What do you think, Jacob?
I don't know.
I think the funniest one is that we get confused for each other. We would drop Jacob off, and one would pick Jacob up at daycare. And it took the staff weeks before they realized
And parents,
that we were two separate people.
other parents. And they'd suddenly see both of us together at the same time, and they'd be completely shocked. They had no idea what was going on. I think that is still true for some people, that they don't know we're two separate people.
Now.
Yeah, your teachers do. They're good about it.
Yeah.
So, Jacob, what do you call them? What are their names to you?
Daddy, Papa.
Yeah. Now, did you come up with those, Jacob, or did they say you're going to call us this?
I did when I was little.
I've always been daddy.
I always called Chris Daddy, even before Jacob.
No!
So we're showing some great pictures of you guys as a beautiful family unit there. What was this date that we're looking at now?
Because Pride
Yeah.
2018?
2018 or 2017, Pride, that's in Battery Park.
Wait,
Burlington.
Definitely.
wasn't
Yeah.
that with Max
Yeah.
that year?
Uh-huh.
Jacob's got his kilt on there.
Right.
Doesn't fit me.
Doesn't fit anymore.
It lasted like 1 month. So
Yeah, it was pretty tight.
Get used to that, Jacob.
Yeah, he's growing fast.
Yes. Oh, I remember. I think one of the first times I saw Jacob was downtown. I think it might have been one of the days right after you had adopted him.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Well,
Tiny.
so living in Vermont, do you find that it was easier being in Vermont than it would have been in Montana or Wyoming, something like that?
Well, at the time we adopted Jacob, it wasn't legal for men to adopt in Florida. There's a number of states. In the Lund Center, Jacob actually was born outside of Philadelphia, and we were able to be there for the birth and everything. And the Lund Center didn't deal with a number of states because they couldn't, or the bureaucracy, and so they found a mother in outside of Philly who knew that she couldn't take care of this little guy, and so
But loved you very much and wanted to find you a family.
Definitely. You're a very lucky young man there, Jacob. Very lucky young man.
But yeah, for a long time we carried around all of his documents every time we left the state.
Oh.
Yeah.
And why was that?
Just so that you could prove that we were both his parents. So that we would carry around the adoption decree signed by the judge and the birth certificate with both of our names on it.
I chewed on a
all
gavel.
of that stuff. Right. Yeah, when you were adopted, we chewed on the judge's gavel. We have that picture. See that picture, Amber.
So now, is it legal in all states now for gay couples to adopt?
It is, but not necessarily super friendly
or easy.
Yeah.
Right. And that's one of the things the Trump administration has been fighting on is the ability of adoption agencies to discriminate against gay couples. They've been arguing that for years now.
Uh-huh.
Well, hopefully they won't win.
Yeah, they probably won't because his presidency is almost over.
We hope.
So Christopher, what do you do during the day?
What do I do? I do a lot. I'm the executive director of Vermont Humanities Council.
Also known as in meetings 7 hours of the day.
I'm in Zoom meetings about 7 hours a day.
Oh, I feel for you, buddy.
Another 3 or 4.
See?
Huh?
No, we do a lot of events around the state around literature and poetry and history and political science and philosophy and ethics. We had a Juneteenth event that we sponsored today with the Clemens Family Farm in Charlotte.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty cool. There was an aerialist performing during that event, and a professor from Middlebury College as well, talking about the history of Juneteenth.
All right.
Sorry, I can talk.
No, that's passive. Okay, Chris, you tell us something more interesting than that. What do you do?
I do tech support at the state.
That's important.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
Has there been any problems with tech support at the state during all of this, or what have been the major problems?
It's just been everybody that's new workflow and using new tools and all the video conferencing. People weren't used to it,
So what do you think about people working at home? Was it always acceptable in your office, or?
Yeah, we have a number of remote people. My job is just 3 blocks away, so I go into the office.
Yeah.
But I haven't been going in since COVID, but there's a number of remote people.
So if you could give one piece of advice or 3 pieces of advice to a gay couple who would be considering adopting, what would it be?
What would you say, Jacob?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't adopt me.
Yeah.
Go for it. You have to do a lot of work and a lot of thinking, the application process, all the interviews. There was points where we thought, oh, do we want to do this? But we're glad we did.
I was pretty convinced all the way through.
Yeah.
Really?
I would say one of the biggest things to learn when you want to become a parent is that you have to let go of a lot of your desire to have control over the situation, because you'll never have control ever again.
Hey.
Ever again.
No, point it. No.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to see you as a family unit always, and I hope to see you in person soon. But now it's time for our summer quiz. Do you have your pieces of paper ready of 1, 2, and 3? All right. We're going to bring back Mocktail MO. And let's see. Do we have another contestant? No, that's I don't see another contestant lined up. All right. Am I right, Russell? Shake your head. No. All right, I'm right. Okay, that's fine. So if you're watching, you could join this. You could have joined this quiz. All right. So next week, plan on doing that. All right. So we have 6 questions about summer. All right. So all you have to do is raise the number 1, 2, or 3 to correspond with the answer. So the first question is, the first day of summer is called the summer solstice. The term solstice is Latin for sun stand still, 2, growing season, or 3, plenty of sun. So do you say 1, 2, or 3? All right, I cannot see that. Jacob says 1 and Mo says 1. You are correct. It is for sun stand still. That's what my dad used to tell me a lot. Sun stand still. Question number 2. Due to summer heat, the Eiffel Tower expands by more than a ½ inch a day, 6 inches, or a foot. Yes, it expands. Who would have thought? So Mo says 2, and the boys say 2. You're correct. 6 inches. Yes, can you imagine growing 6 inches over the summer? But I'm sure shrinkage happens when it gets cold. Just saying.
I'm sure it's going to expand to like 7 billion quadrillion feet.
So question number 3. Watermelon is a summertime favorite. I love watermelon. What percentage of this vegetable, it is a vegetable, is water? 77%, 83%, or 92%? It's a lot of water. 3. You guys are smart. You know a lot about summer. Yes, 92%. Hey, Mo, do you got any mocktails with watermelon?
Oh, I do. I made 3 different mocktails with watermelon. I made a
Ooh.
fantastic mojito
Oh,
with watermelon. It was delicious.
I like that. All right. Number 4, the dog days of summer are in reference to hottest days, laziness, or astronomy.
One.
I think it's number 3.
Guessing.
It's number 1.
Mo says 1, hottest days. The boys say 3. It is astronomy. Yes. July 3 and August. It happens between July 3rd and August 11th, and they're named after the dog star Sirius in the Canis Major constellation.
From Harry Potter?
I'm sure Harry Potter had something to do with that. I don't know.
Sirius
Just
Black.
wondering.
I don't know. Number 5, during the summer, the number of blank spotted has increased 540% since 2010.
Oh,
Wow. Fire ants, whales, or gelato vendors?
What do you think?
I think gelato then. I was going with the stupidest choice.
We have 1, fire ants, 3, gelato vendors. Both of you, it is whales.
I was just going
That's
with the
good news.
stupidest choice.
Disappointed.
Yes. Well, that's because of, climate change. I know, well, in P-Town, when we go to P-Town, we've gone on some whale watches, and whoa, those suckers are big. And the final question, yesterday, the Arctic Russian town of something unusual happened. What was it? The temps hit 100. Putin went skinny dipping, or it was the world's largest snow cone. What happened in Verkutsk? Arctic town. Oh, Jacob says 1. Mo says 2. Putin went skinny. Well, I'd rather see Putin go skinny dipping. I don't care. I don't care tyrant he may be, but he's good looking. All right. But the temps hit 100. So Jacob, yes. Oh my God. In the Arctic town reached 100. No, everything's fine. Yeah, we're going to be good. Yeah. Jacob, you better learn to take care of things because we ain't going to be around. All right. So I do want to say thank you so much to Mocktail Mo. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Love the mocktails. I'm going to try some out, believe it or not.
Bye.
Christopher, Chris, and Jacob, thanks, guys. You look great. Happy Father's Day, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, wasn't that nice? It's a nice family unit. And the mocktails, try those. I'm going to try them because the faux whiskey is going to arrive tomorrow. So I got to do something with it. So I'll try it. But for now, I'll stick with my little vodka soda. Have one yourself. Let's see. Oh, it's 9. Comments? Do we have any comments? I see. Good. Over here. Karen said that. Oh, yeah, all of them did look alike. Hey, Lucy Bell is watching from the Weezy hotspot at Beaver Pond, Vermont. Lucy Bell is going to be on the show next week. Now, if you're friends with Lucy Bell on Facebook, she's been posting pictures from, what was it? Was it 1996 Pride and all the years since then? Oh, some of us weren't too PRETTY back then, but we've blossomed since then. So it's nice to see that growth. But Lucy Bell's done a wonderful job with that, and we'll be talking about that next week. Next week's Tracy Coffee Drink's been making them for years. Yeah, but yours is just straight coffee, and then you eat the grinds, Tracy. We know how that is. So Karen and the family are checking in from Memphis. Good job. Hey, Gephardt, nice seeing you. Memphis, we got California, we got Florida. Kenny and Valerie in the Old North End right now, close to you. Well, the front door is open. Bring some vodka. So next week is going to be a great show, even if this is not better than this. It's going to be another great show. We're going to be talking about Pride. Yeah, it's July season, so it's the end of the Pride month. So I'm going to have, like I said, Lucy Bell LeMay. I'm going to have someone on from the Vermont Queer Archives talking about the first Vermont Gay Pride, and things have happened since then. I've got Angelina Mansberry, Angela Mansberry from New York City, who's going to talk about what's going on with Pride in New York City on their big day. And we've got several other guests, and there's going to be a song. We're going to sing. We're going to show a recording of us singing Colorado that's been requested for several times. So next Sunday, 8:00, make sure you're here. Okay, so let's see now. Going through the list. Well, I think I see someone else is in the green room, and it is Rocco Zamboni. Let's see. Come on in, Rocco.
Hey, Amber, how you doing?
I'm doing. I don't know if this is appropriate because we really never talked about your personal life that much. Are you a father?
Maybe, maybe not. Who knows?
Okay. So, well, and
There's quite possibly a Rocco Jr. out there somewhere.
you know that's possible. Yes, I'd say the odds, emphasis on odds, is likely. Yes.
Yeah,
So,
I wanted to wish you a happy Father's Day too.
well, most people just call me a mother, but that's fine. So, what's new with you this week, Rocco?
Well, as you know, it's Father's Day. And what do you do usually on Father's Day? You get your father a gift, right?
Not me, but you. What did you do that?
Well, here's the thing. I figured I don't know if you're aware of this, but Gwyneth Paltrow's got this whole candle thing that smells like a vagina. Have you heard?
I have heard. I've not smelled her vagina, but I have heard. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you from experience, it doesn't smell like her vagina. All right, it
Okay,
smells more
all right.
like Rosie O'Donnell's vagina. Just so you know, it's a little misleading in the advertising. Her
Okay.
orgasm, well, that smells a little more like Chris Martin, but we won't go there.
Okay.
So, but I figured if she could do it, why can't Rocco do it, right? So I made a few candles. I've been testing them out. I'm going to show you some of the ones that I'm going to have up for sale very soon.
Okay.
You know, it could be a good thing. We'll see.
Okay. So yes, share your candles.
Well, this one, see, I went a little different with the orgasm thing. I'm going with this one. It lights up. This is a fake orgasm.
Okay.
All right.
Are you familiar with those?
I wouldn't know. I certainly don't know, and I doubt it. Here's another one. I made this one especially for you. Actually, here it is over here. It's in a can, number one. Makes sense in the can. This one I call LeMay Not. Because you got to douse it in alcohol in order to get it hot enough. The amber flame peters out after a few seconds, from what I'm told. And then, you know, either way, it still smells like you spent $3 on a whore. So that's that one. LeMay Not. Now I've got another one here. This one is for pet lovers. I simply call it Pussy. And they can't all be gold, Amber, okay? This one here, it's another one dedicated to you. Actually, it's not. This isn't the one I'm talking about. I'm getting confused because it's hot in here, so I had to turn off my air conditioner. What the hell was I going to say? This one is, it's a candle. It smells like butt farts. I thought I would try something different, you know? You know when you light your farts? There's usually a smell. It smells like this candle.
Okay. All right.
All right. You don't seem very excited about this. Cheer up a little bit. This one is something I tried out. I call it, you know, like they got those citronella candles that keep the bugs away. I figured I'd try something. This is actually made from a lot of man ass hairs. It's called the Sit on Fella candle. And the problem is when you light it, the flies come to it. So really, this one has got some issues, but I'm working on it.
Did you say sit on fella?
Sit on fella, yeah. Man ass, sit up. Whatever.
So, where did you gather those the hairs that you put into that candle?
Let's just say I've been to P-Town myself, and I made some collections. You know, I just wanted I figured the smells, the combination, it would all be pretty good. You know, I do have a candle out there that I've been working on that smells like a combination of all the vaginas that I've smelled in my life. It's a little pungent right now, but trust me, it's a longer candle. I don't have it with me. It's one of those longer candles that you insert like a cigar or a douche or a tampoon. That's what I'm thinking. So that's where I got the essence from that. And what the hell? I had one more. Oh, yeah. I was going to tell you about the one I was developing for you. It's a patriotic theme for 4th of July. I call it Amber Waves of Stank. So that's where we are with this perfect Father's Day gift. It's actually a perfect gift for any time. And Christmas, I'm going to have a new line of Christmas candles, too. Just imagine what Mrs. Claus smells like, huh?
So where could one purchase some of your items?
Well, it'll be on my website once I fix it and get it up.
Yeah. Once you get it up, you'll be fine.
I gotta get it up. I don't have any problems getting it up. I just chose not to.
Okay. Well, Rocco, you have a beautiful rest of the Father's Day. If you get any strange phone calls, share with us.
Of course.
Someone comes up knocking on your door looking for you. We'd like to hear that.
Well, I think I will definitely share that information.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Rocco. Hope to see you next week.
All right. Thank you, Amber.
It's our Pride show, so expecting something very proudful from you.
Oh, I could be proud and stuff. All right.
All right. Very good. Thank you, Rocco.
All right. Bye.
Candles. I was thinking of that. If I would create my scent, what would I call that? Paltrow beat me to it. Damn it. This hour just went whizzed right by. And thank you so much for watching tonight. So while you're doing it, make sure you like, make sure you share. Tomorrow say, oh, you should have seen Amber live last night, and click them onto that. That'd be great. We really appreciate that, because the more people who like it, the more people I get as guests, and the more fun we have on Sunday night. Even though, how much more fun could we have, really? So I want to thank my guests tonight. Mocktail Mo. I think Motel Mo was from a previous life, but Mocktail Mo from Arkansas. That was great having her tonight. Chef Francis from New York City. That was great having him. Christopher, and Jacob. Weren't they adorable from Montpelier, Vermont? That was great. And Rocco Zamboni. That was great having him too. So thank you so much. I want to thank my New York crew of Russell and Jack. Thank you for helping me put this together every week. 14 weeks we've done this. Next week, it's our big Pride show. So I think it's going to be maybe an hour and a half. So you might want to take a little coffee before you start the show. Okay. We're going to wear you out. So I'm going to be here next Sunday at 8:00 Eastern, and I hope you will be too. Bye-bye.
No one could do that better than Amber.
I'd rather see no one do it.